back. No problem. Let's move these babies back or forward. 14. See what's happening here. When Bitcoin runs like this, people need to understand, like I've talked about in past streams. Now, if you're scalping the low time frames, you're fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Play the divergence. Play what you're seeing in the indicators, all right? But if you are scalping counter trend, take your profit often. Trust me, you don't want to be sitting in these scalps too long. Counter trend trading. All right, let's see here. Yeah, on the weekly I really lucky. I lucky long time. Let's throw up a vertical here. Now that yeah, January 3rd will work. January 3rd will work. And so we can go ahead and we can use that level. I mean, this projection is going right to January 3rd. And it's pretty much, is that the right read there? Yeah, I got to put some verticals on here. It's okay. All right, I'm doing a little end of the year projection for everybody. This is the 99.7 right there. Or 99.4, sorry. Here is the 68.3. Scale this down a bit so we can get the 99.7 in there. And always remember, there's probabilities to both sides of the mean, right? Got these three to the downside. Are those probabilities? Yeah, it's probable. Do I think that it's gonna go down there? I don't at all. I'm not even gonna give it any airtime. All right. I mean, you can see down here. What are we talking? 28K Bitcoin by the end of the year? Hey man, maybe if a meteor hits the planet or something. Blockchain's gonna keep on running though. Let's see. So let's say it even dips down to the 68.3 by the end of the year. We're talking about a $45,338 Bitcoin. If we make a run up here in the last quarter of 2021, we're looking at almost $123,000 Bitcoin. If it really gets some rocket in its pants, decides to hit the 99.7 Laplace, that's a huge move. Major fat tail of the distribution, right? We're talking about over $500,000 Bitcoin, 533K to be exact. Now, I could put this on a normal distribution model, which I will here in a second. I want to talk about a couple more things. So let's see here. Just lost my track of thought. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to do first. Let's go to the monthly, right? Let's go to the monthly. Now, this is what I want to see here. All right, so this is going to leave up that the projection that I just did. So look up here in between like the 4th and 5th standard deviation normal distribution and almost up to the 99.7% level this month for Bitcoin. Almost $30,000. So if I'm working with probabilities and I think Bitcoin's going to make a huge move, I'm going to stick right around there. Because you got to realize for Bitcoin to get by that on this monthly candle, there's only a 0.03% chance to get by that area. Very limited. Can it do it? Sure. Bitcoin could just freaking go crazy, right? To just blast off and break everything. But I really, I'm looking there. And that's why from the projection too, look how close they are together, right? I mean, you're talking almost 130K and about 123K. Chances are somewhere right in between there. If it makes this run, right? And look at that monthly candle. It would be a beaut, right? And I'm going to show you. So can Bitcoin make 99.7% Laplace distribution moves? Guys, we just had one. We just had one on the 4-hour. Okay, right? We open up this 4-hour candle right here, right below. This is the top side of the 68.3 on that 4-hour. Here's the bottom side. Broke through that. And here, let's go through the day first, right? We open up the day. We open up the day right on the top side of the bottom of the 68.3. What did that tell me immediately? We're going to drop below. Why do I say that? The daily range is down here. This daily range is going to get tested, and that's the daily volatility range of price action, right? It's not probability levels of the distribution. We got to get that straight first. These are two totally different things. right? Volatility price action ranges are going to be where there's an average of price coming into the new day, the new week, the new month, right? People coming from traditional technical analysis, they like to call those pivots. I don't need to explain about those folks, do I? They're a little twisted, right? They've been taken advantage of for years and years and years. Traditional TA is an industry-wide scam. It's pushed upon retail traders by the high-frequency trading firms, by the hedge funds, by people in finance in general. Why? Because then there'll be an endless supply of people on the other side of their algorithmic trading. How are they? And they're programming all those algos with volatility, probability, and statistics. And at the same time, promoting the other shit. That's why you can search out volatility, probability, and statistics and trading. You're not going to find very much online because they don't put it out there. But you're going to find a ton of shit like Investopedia, and you're going to find all kinds of crap about traditional TA. Everybody on YouTube promoting traditional TA. And they're getting paid to do it by exchanges with affiliate links to onload people onto over-leveraged exchanges where these morons are going. And if you are one of the, you are a moron. Leverage is poison. Stop it. Save your account. Build organically. One day you'll have a big enough account where you can play with the big boys, right? So, yeah, they're getting paid to on-ramp people onto those exchanges. So that should be the first red flag right there. So we dropped down immediately. That when we opened right above it, that told me, okay, we're definitely dropping down below. So number one, the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the daily is above the price action volatility range, which do they always get tested? They always get tested. Everybody that's been in here for a while, they know this is a fact. Maybe at the beginning you're like, no, you can't say that for sure. And I'm like, yeah, I can, because it always happens. They always get tested. There's never one time in history, go back and look at these ranges, where a daily, a weekly, and a monthly hasn't been tested. Now, how close to it did it get to the test? That's a whole nother discussion, right? It could have went down, let's see, within a couple $100 of the top. That's a good test, especially if you're super bullish. If you're super bearish, and you open up below one of these ranges, $200 test to the downside could be close enough and it could drop. The same thing like what I posted earlier. Sometimes you'll get a big daily range that's going to usually tell you price action that day is just going to range. Did it? It ranged for literally almost half the day in between the price action volatility range and the bottom side of the 68.3. Bang, 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 right? Boom, 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 boom. Almost got to the center of the volatility range. And this is what wrecks people because they don't understand this stuff, right? It bounces off the top of the volatility range here, right? And maybe if you're trading traditional TA, your little stochastic or your little whatever the hell you're using was like, oh, this is a good entry. Wrong. You're wrecked. And you probably put a stop loss down here somewhere ridiculous, probably below this data set right here, all right? Maybe using the ATR, maybe like on the 15-minute or whatever, and you're just wrecked, right? It drops right down and then immediately pumps right back up and rejects off the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Immediately turns around. What's going on right here? This is high-frequency trading algorithms having a battle, right? Boom, 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 boom. Goes back up. Rejection. Pulls back. Opens up the next 15-minute candle. Rejection. Pulls back, gets a bounce right off of the new 4-hour bottom side 68.3% Laplace distribution and the top side of the daily range. Works its way back down again, drops a little bit below the inside, and then we get a nice little pump, right? Gets up into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Next candle opens, tests the bottom side of the 68.3. Open up, right? It immediately, let's see, what happened first? Yeah, immediately goes down, tests it again. This is a strange looking candle. Hold on, that's why. Look, we opened up, it went up just a little bit, then it dumped, then it pulled back up. I was on the wrong side of the candle. So we got two tests right there of the 68.3, and both times it pulled back up. That was a no-brainer. That was a no-brainer what was going on. I Let me see something real quick. What time did that happen? Yeah, I mean, I woke up late, unfortunately. I wish I would have been awake this morning. And look when this happens. This is happening right when traditional markets are opening. This was pre-market. This was 0500 hours, right? Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. Pre-market, traditional markets slowly starts rising. As soon as traditional markets open up, I mean, look at it. At the bell, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Wham! Right? We bounced big time. Pre-market got it above the bottom side of 63, came down, test, market open, boom. You think this wick will wreck some people right here? As this thing's climbing and people are just marketing in, adding to their position. I'm gonna be a millionaire. No, I'm liquidated. What a dumbass. What'd I just do? Then it proceeds right back up, new all-time high. Right, over $67,000 on on the index, 67,162. Or no, that's perps actually. This is FTX perps. So futures got a little bit higher than spot, which usually does. So now what are we doing? This is what I was talking about. So can Bitcoin make a 99.7% Laplace distribution move? It busts right through there during pre-market. That's the top side of the 68.3. Roars right through the 95.4. Didn't even get a stutter. Excuse me. Didn't even get a stutter step right there. Rocketed right up. Candle closed above the top side of the 68.3, right? Then we had that quick pullback to wreck all the people that don't know what the hell they're doing. Pumped up, came back down. Right after that, 2 tests to the top side of the 68.3. Test. Rocket ship right to the 99.7 on that 4-hour candle. We've been pulling back ever since. That's a hell of a move. That's a big fat tail. But at the same time, right, we didn't even hit the daily 1SD. And these daily 1SD ranges are getting massive. Bottom side, $60,700. Top side, $67,600. I mean, we're talking $6,000 first standard deviation ranges. Massive, right? Pretty cool. So there was your play-by-play for the day, how to use this chart, right? But remember, so we had this big daily range, right? Well, Bitcoin can defy everything because this ended up being. This is a trend, right? We trended big time, and you can see it in the entropy. So when I say when there's a big range, and it's probably going to be a ranging day, or it's a tight range, and it's probably going to be a trending day, doesn't always have to be that way. But I'm telling you right now, 80-90% of the time, it will do that. But then you've got Bitcoin. Bitcoin in itself's an outlier, right? Bitcoin in itself's a freaking outlier. So let me go to the stream chats. There we go. Is there anything? Nothing. Good. Of course, here comes Andy. Let's see. We're going to go from here. Let's go over onto the regular chart. Yeah, man. Right, Andy? For sure. Everybody should go join that Discord and see Bilbo rocking their world. Well, this is when you realize what a niche little group we have here, right, man? Trading volatility, probability, and statistics. People have no freaking clue out there, man, what they're doing. They've been so misled, it's incredible. And you go over there and you really start flashing knowledge about this stuff, and people are just overwhelmed, right? It's almost like I've taken this channel over. It's like the other guy that was posting patterns and shit, he's disappeared. Somebody asked for analysis earlier, and he posts a Pepe holding a bear head in a plastic bag. Good market analysis, goof ass. I mean, are you kidding me right now? And so people are wanting to know if alts are going to get wrecked. So I tell them it all has to do with Bitcoin dominance and the correlation between Bitcoin and those assets. And so I was like, what do you want to see? And I posted I think 6 different assets correlation and showed them why the alts are having a little relief rally right now, because Bitcoin dominance on the 4-hour dipped a little bit. It's kind of going sideways. So the alts are having this relief rally, right? I'll tell you what, if Bitcoin dominance starts gaining steam again, you're going to see them bleed out, just like they did yesterday and the day before and all that. But right now, everything's definitely having a little relief rally. There's very few alts that are in the red. Everything's kind of looking good. Let me see here. And that's where people, they get sucked in. They're like, oh, I wish I would have bought that. Oh, hell. Bitcoin's going to go to the moon and drag this with it. They don't understand dominance. So they'll buy the local top of these altcoins, and then they fear sell. As soon as Bitcoin starts pumping and their little altcoin goes down, they're like, oh shit, and they sell out, and then they buy into Bitcoin too late when Bitcoin is having a little local top. This is how people just bleed their account dry. The 90-90-90 rule, right? 90% of retail traders lose 90% of their account, and I've changed it to the 90-90-30 rule because people these days, we're in clown world. It goes to trading too. 30 days they lose their 90% of their account. It's like the 90-90-30 rule anymore. It's insanity, man. It's insanity. That's why when you see people on Twitter or you see people on Discords and they're talking about, oh, Andy, really? See, I need one of you guys to build me a damn computer because I'm clueless. But I'd love to have some fancy shit. That's what I liked about Crown's little setup, right? He had that fucking computer. It looked like a spaceship. I mean, I could be persuaded to leave Macintosh if I could get a badass computer set up. That thing's cool looking, man. When I get the crypto cabin going and get my little Bitcoin and Cardano neons rocking, it'd be nice to have a powerful little Windows computer. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, right. It does look amazing. You better step up, MJ. Andy's going to take over video recording. Let's see here. Okay, yep, let's go over onto the Laser Wolf chart. And I've also put together, right, like if people come into the Discord and they're just going to get the pro tier level of the Discord, you know, it's $10 a month. Why are we charging for that level to get into Discord? Just to filter out the riffraff, man. I mean, are you kidding me? $10 a month, especially with inflation right now? Shit, you could barely get a gallon of gas and a pack of smokes right now for $10, and you're talking about $10 a month to come in, immediately get onloaded with a free alpha trading chart. It's got just the basics of volatility trading. We're not making a free chart like we did before, where people could literally trade the rest of their life on that thing. It's just to learn the basics. AVP, the Pearson correlation, so they can understand expansion, contraction, and the correlation that goes along with that. The alpha volatility quality, a little bit of a momentum indicator, right, to get them used to volatility, momentum, and stuff. And then the laser returns, so they can start to recognize divergence between price action and returns. We wanted them to have that. That chart will be up. If you look down in what's the category down there? Trading strats and tools. You'll see a new channel, Pro Tier Chart. I'll have it up in there later. We're still discussing it behind the scenes. Let's see. Let's get back up here to stream chat. Okay. So anyway, what are we cooking here? What are we cooking here in the 15-minute? Shout out to Van F, our Coder Wolf math extraordinaire here, for this beautiful indicator. The newest indicator that we're adding on to our system, Alpha Volatility Z-Score. What exactly is this indicator? This is the Z-score of historical volatility. So it's going to act just like, percentage does, or implied, or any types of volatility. When you correlate them to price action, it's going to give you direction 100% of the time. Here's a good example on the 15-minute. And I'll tell you what, the indicator itself looks really cool when it comes like default. I just have trouble seeing it because I am a Cyclops. It's got the new function like the little diamonds and stuff. You'll see it once we publish it. You can use it like that. But I right now I can see this better. So right here, historical volatility is the line. The correlation is the area. Historical volatility pops right when it goes positively correlated and gets significantly positively correlated, right? And look where it stops being significant correlation, right at the top of this wick right here. right? Goes up, boom, historical volatility pops, positively correlated, bam, bam, bam. Now, then historical volatility just starts to bleed out, bleed out, bleed out. We get a little quick rise right here, right? We get a little quick rise right here, positively correlated. So we get this candle up, it pulls back a little bit, and then this nice candle here. Now look what's happened. Historical volatility's fallen off a cliff, negatively correlated. So it's going to continue to walk up. Look, it tried to dump both these candles, but because the historical volatility is contracting, negatively correlated, you got these bull wicks left behind on these 15-minute candles. Let's blow it up. They're pretty significant. Look at that. All right? This is how you read volatility, and this is a great addition. I'm very happy with it. I mean, wow. Can't thank him enough. All right. And so when we get that move, right, I talk about the Wolfsman all the time. This thing was rocking and rolling. Z-score took off. The returns oscillator took off, right? And right when this walk-up started, why did that happen here? I'll tell you why it happened. Because you got a bunch of bull div, right? And then it starts to take off. Wham! Now, right here, the returns oscillator turns right back down, right? Okay, stick with me. So, bull div starts the process of this move. We get a nice big 15-minute candle running into the next one. Or no, right? When this returns oscillator changed and turned down. You can see, let me see, I guarantee you can see it over here. Probably volatility was contracting, negatively correlated, right? So price action continued to walk up. And as this returns oscillator made this lower low from that low right there, then why did we explode from that area? Show you why. That bull turned into hidden bull. Bam! Fireworks, man. The variance takes off, having an outlier, right? The outlier on the variance is telling you there is a fat tail event. That is a move beyond the second standard deviation. And the outside is blue, telling you it's positively correlated. You're coming off a hidden bull. This was a no-brainer. At the same time, historical volatility, positively correlated. DLP ripping up. Look at the entropy. Right? The entropy right here starts dropping into trend during the walk up. Then you start getting green candles on the top side telling you the correlation, the R squared between entropy and price action is going. And we did just get this massive move this morning. Does the alpha trading system work when you work the system? Of course it does, man. Or we wouldn't be doing this, right? This is why we do what we do. So, and I'm gonna post this later. I'm gonna go blow up this other Discord. It's gonna be exciting. Exciting. It's like the Love Boat. Let's see here. Let's go up onto a 4-hour. Yeah. And see, most people coming from traditional TA, they're gonna look at this chart and they're just gonna go bury their head in the sand. Why? Because it's noisy, right? Super noisy. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Noisy as fuck. Okay. Let's see here. They don't like noise, right? They don't like noise. They don't understand noise. Why don't they understand noise? Well, number one, because they don't understand volatility. You have to understand that when you have a noisy indicator and when there's volatility, expansion and contraction and the breaks and correlation that go along with it, that's what a volatility trader yearns for. This is like a volatility wet dream. That's what's going on here, right? You wake up, you need a towel to wipe your head, you got to shake one off. That's great. You want noise when you volatility trade, but the indicators like this confuse confuse people because they don't understand that this is what's going on. Everybody just thinks, oh, that this is what's creating all the moves. This is why people get wrecked. When you're drawing patterns on price action candles, just think about it. How stupid's that? How stupid is it to draw patterns on price action candles? It's almost like you're thinking, this is what's going to tell me what move is getting ready to happen. They don't understand that this is what's creating the candles. And until you learn how to understand volatility, you're going to just keep getting wrecked and keep getting wrecked and keep getting wrecked because patterns break, math doesn't. It's a fact. That's why we use this stuff. So you're I mean, dude, we're in price discovery right now, right? How do you play it? The way you play anything, say, Ron. You play the charts. You play the volatility. The volatility is going to tell you what's going to happen. That's the first mistake like people will make. Now we're in price discovery. Now I got to trade. Now I got to change up my trading style. I've never been here before. We're up here. There's no resistance. This is what the TA traders are saying. There's no resistance to the top side. Blah, 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 blah. They don't understand, right? This thing right now could turn around. And what if this thing right now turned down and ripped to the 1SD? Hold on. Rip down here to the 1SD down here at $60,700. You know how many of these people are just going to be crying on Twitter? Oh, you know what they do? You know what they do? Manipulation, right? It's just like the Democrats blaming Trump for shit that he's got nothing to do with. I mean, it's the same philosophy. It's like when you don't understand, you're gonna look to blame. And so the first thing they start screaming, this is whale manipulation. I can't believe I just got liquidated. It's like, oh, I can't believe you trade traditional technical analysis and wow, look at that computer, man. That is cool. All right, gotta let me know how much that thing is. Is that yours, MJ? What's up, man? You guys building all these crazy computers? You're making me jealous. Let's see here. So what's Bitcoin doing right now? But to get back on that, do we understand that now? Why pattern trading is just ridiculous? These people are acting like the candles, that this is going to tell them what's getting ready to happen with price action. And there's a million patterns out there. It's so stupid, it's ridiculous. So instead of really putting in some hard work, right, and learning how to read volatility, they would rather trade patterns. I'm not saying that you get wrecked every time. Sometimes these little patterns play out, but it's not because of the pattern. It's because of the volatility, expansion, contraction, and the correlation that goes along with it. That's what's moving the market, right? That's what's making these algorithms do what they do. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Can we go from here? Let's get up onto. So this is going to be interesting too. I'm waiting for this daily close. Let's pop up here on the daily. Yeah. So I haven't traded at all today, right? So I didn't chase this trade, and there wasn't any. There's no good entries right now for me. We had that 99.7 4-hour move. I mean, you could have, if we would have got a nice bounce off this 68.3 right here, back to the top side, there might have been a little something, but in my opinion, there's nothing right now. Nothing right now at all. We got to let this shake out and get some new daily ranges, right? Which is going to move up big time. So let's see on the daily what's going on here. Yeah, look at the daily. The daily is, the variance is heading up, positively correlated. Z-score heading up, Returns oscillator is above the zero mean, right? But look, so the correlation has been decreasing on all this, right? So this is telling you just you don't even need to pay attention to the returns oscillator. We got all this other stuff. When you're seeing pink histograms, just kind of put it to the side. Maybe there's some div building, right? But that's the thing, there isn't. There isn't. I guarantee you right here, if we would have had a dump, if we would have had a little dump, more of a dump here, and this returns oscillator created a lower low, these would be blue. Because there was hidden bull. There was hidden bull building between returns and price action, but there isn't anything, and it's telling you, hey, don't pay attention to returns right now. Look at the variance. Look at the z-score. Because what could happen is this could roll over, and at the open of the new day, you could start getting some blue histograms as the return oscillator bounces off the zero mean back up to the top side as these two continue as well. Especially, look, historical volatility going to the end of the day is getting crushed. And when it gets down here, this is the 99% confidence interval, probability confidence interval down here. That's what that line is. Look what happens when you get down in these areas, right? Whether it be, okay, it's getting ready to expand, or, now it's going to contract. 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 Now what does it do down here? It's going to expand. Same time, look at all the percentages they're dropping, right, on the daily. It's powerful as entropy has just continued to build with all green candles, telling you that this trend is highly correlated with this price action move. That's why this is great that you can turn on the candle colors to match the entropy. Right? It's telling you when it's in blue, it's trend. When it's pink, purple, it's definitely random. Like this dump right here, totally random. Random, random, random. Trend down. Random. Random, random. We get up above these power means. Trend. Yeah. Oh, it's getting real windy. Yeah, our weather's changing fast. Let's see here. When did we get a 2-day? Today. Okay, yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow we get a 2-day. We get a 3-day. Tomorrow we get a 2-day and a 3-day. Beautiful. Okay, back to the 2-day. Let's look at these charts. The variance is starting to slope back up, positively correlated, right? Z-score bouncing off the zero mean. It's starting to head back up here. And right? Don't even need to tell anybody, right? This thing's building hidden bull div. I mean, holy crap. And that's on a 2-day? Look at the AVRs. What are they doing right now? Flashing? Yep, they're flashing. Look at the freaking entropy. Is that a thing of beauty or what? I've been talking for months about what Bitcoin's going to do. It's going to shock people. It always does, right? When it makes its move. Don't be surprised if we have a $10,000, $15,000 daily candle and this damn thing is sitting a little under 100K or something stupid. And people are like, I had no idea. It's like, really? You had no idea? Well, welcome to the No Idea Club, my friend. Sol's having a great day. $174 Solana. Look at that. There's a reason why I started stacking that. Cardano I saw was having a good day too. Hell, Solana, Luna. Solana and Luna are leading the way right now. I know ETH was up like 7%, 6.5%. Yeah, of course. I'm telling you right now, this is a relief rally for all these alts. Why? I'll show you why. Okay, let's get rid of all my fancy little boom booms. Let's go to the 4-hour. There we go. Let's turn all this other stuff off. Hide. What's that? It's Laplace at. Oh, there we go. PBs off. off. Now we're just left with the beautiful price action, right? This is BTC dominance. This is why the altcoins are having a relief rally. Right? This is why, right here. BTC dominance on the 4-hour has been bleeding out. Has been bleeding out. Guarantee you right here on this 4-hour pump candle, altcoins were down. They were picking up steam here. They pulled back here. They're picking up steam right now. That's what I'm trying to tell these people in this other Discord. Because people are like, well, why is this doing that? Why is that doing this? It's just like, you got to understand market dynamics if you're going to trade. This is there should be like you should have to pass a damn test. Just like you got to get a Series 7, right, to be a broker. You should have to pass a damn test so you make sure you don't get yourself wrecked buying tops and selling bottoms and not knowing when to get in the alts or get out of the alts or being BTC or not being BTC. Now, if this 4-hour dominance starts cranking to the upside again tomorrow, watch the alts bleed out. There's always a few exceptions. So how are you going to find those few exceptions? I'll show you how you're going to. It's going to be a nice little, oops, turn that off. Let's go back to Bitcoin index. Wham. Let's load up our wonderful Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation been around, right? Been around for a while. This one was specifically coded by our coder wolves, specifically for us, right? It's got some really cool stuff built into it. So what am I on? BTC. Let's so if you have this indicator, right? If you have the pro trader tier in the Discord, you will get the full alpha trading system. So you need to go right into there, change the symbol. You're not changing this symbol from Bitcoin. You're putting a symbol in that you want to correlate to Bitcoin. And here's something I found very interesting. Let's pull up Cardano real quick. Okay, you. Okay, what is going on with my keyboard? Oh, there it is. What you doing? Let's go to though. Yeah, let's go to Coinbase. There's a lot of liquidity there. Okay. And here's what you can do. So you can throw the Pearson on what project you want to correlate to Bitcoin, right? Then go up here, compare. Click on compare. Put in the same symbol, ADA. Which one? Put it on the same one, Coinbase USD. Then you're gonna want to go right here, hit the 3 little dots, pin to a new right scale. Then you're gonna get a good read, right? Now, right about here. So Cardano, this is how you do this. Look where it starts coming down, right? The negative correlation. So while Bitcoin's going up, Cardano was going down because it's negatively correlated. Now look, as soon as it started sloping back positive as Bitcoin was going up, Cardano goes up. It's positively correlated right now. So as Bitcoin's coming back down, Cardano was up like what? I think 4%, 5%. Cardano was pulling back too. Why? Because it's positively correlated. If this was negatively correlated, you would probably see Cardano continuing to rise as Bitcoin's coming down. But you don't see that. Now look at the daily. Look at this. Cardano's just been going sideways during this whole freaking move, right? Right? Now look, it's finally coming back up into positive correlation. And it's starting to rise. This is what I've been telling people about Cardano. Cardano's just been like a little tremor of an earthquake. And I've looked at all these different correlations. Nothing looks like Cardano. I wouldn't be shocked at all when Bitcoin goes on a big ass run if Cardano doesn't blast off with it, especially on this daily. If we break this zero threshold and you get significantly correlated like this, you're going to see a big move in Cardano. But most of the other assets, they've been positively correlated, right? The thing is, if you want to trade this intraday, you want to look on the daily and see what's going on, but then you want to drop down to the 4 hour, right? You want to know, okay, if I see Bitcoin getting ready to make a move to the top side, and on the 4 hour, Cardano is positively correlated, take the same trade with Cardano. Just like if you were to get to the top up here in Bitcoin, you're like, okay, well, we almost got to the 1SD. We hit a 99.7 Laplace distribution on the 4 hour, and Cardano's positively correlated. I'm gonna put in a counter trend little scalp. I'm gonna take profit pretty quick. I'm gonna do it on Cardano too. Profit. That's how understanding market dynamics will get you ahead of the game. Why everybody's crying, there's no money to be made. I don't understand why you keep losing money. You're the one making all the money because you understand this stuff. You understand when assets are positively correlated or negatively correlated with Bitcoin, what to do with them, right? There's some smart people out there that know this stuff, but the shame is they're teaching people traditional TA, but behind the scenes they're trading this way. Right? They're trading using volatility. I won't call them out though. I'd love to get on stream with them one day so we could just banter back and forth. We always got along pretty good. That would be a very interesting stream. I guarantee you'd get a shitload of views. Because he's like the king of TA, right? All right, let's see here. Let's get rid of this. Boop. And boop. Okay, let's read our trading shitcoins. I mean, it depends, right? So just what I just said. Now, am I down looking at number freaking 98 shitcoin to see if it's correlated to Bitcoin? No. Maybe the top 20. Maybe the top 20 though. But I'll tell you what, when Bitcoin takes off, and Bitcoin dominance goes up, there's going to be some outliers. Who do I think those outliers are going to be? Probably some of these platforms, Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, some of these gaming tokens like Altura, like Chain Guardians, like Ronin Games. Yeah, for full disclosure, this is not financial advice, but I am invested in those projects. But this is not financial advice. Remember that. I do what I do. Let's see here. Can we go? Let me reload this chart. Get back to square one. Because blockchain gaming is going to take over. It's going to take over. You got all these other games, right? All these big gaming companies, and they're trying to like shit on all this new stuff. They're going to get hammered, man. They're going to get hammered. For sure. I don't know when it's going to be a full takeover, but it's happening. It's definitely happening. Axie proves it. And Axie isn't even a great game, right? From what I understand, I've never played it, but from what I understand, it's not even a great game. Go to chainguardians.io. Look at that game, man. That thing looks real cool. I'm not a gamer, but I know how to read the tea leaves, right? And it's like I'm not gonna get left behind like I did on Axie. When I was going, what's this bullshit gaming stuff? Blah blah blah. What's all this hype? What has Axie done? Jiminy Christmas. Here, I'll tell you. Let's just take a peek. Woohoo! That's what it's done. It was down here at I don't know. What was the bottom down there, man? $2.88. Got up to 160. Let's see here. Where's my little measuring tool? Only a 5,428% gain. Pennies, right? Pennies, man. Pennies. Nothing to raise an alarm about. Kudos to anybody gotten that shit. What a beaut. Let's go back over to, you know what? Let me pop on something real quick. Let's run some projections on Solana. What time is it? Holy shit, 50 minutes already. Yeah, Loon is an interesting project. I mean, I should have just listened to my gut and stayed in Luna when I bought in at like $4.50. But the more I looked at the website, I was like, man, this is like a Ponzi. What the hell is going on here? It's apparently a pretty good damn project. Yeah, that projection, of course, right? You know, this is the same projection we started on Bitcoin when it was at its 28K low. Right? When Bitcoin was at its 28K low, freaking Solana was at $22.50. I guarantee you right now, if I pull up like daily correlation, I mean, you would have known what to do, right? But during this time, this is when we were setting everything up. I wasn't even trading a lot. Wasn't trading a lot at all. But Solana runs right out of the Laplace distribution range. That's powerful because the 99.7 on Laplace, look at the difference. Let's put this on normal distribution. Watch how far outside the sucker is. Way out, right? It busted out first standard deviation, second standard deviation, third standard deviation. Oh shit, let's go to the fifth. Why not? Why not? Boom, boom, boom. It's still not back into bell curve and normal distribution. Right? That's why these days, from what I understand, these HFT firms, they're using Laplace distribution to program their algos. So we bust outside the 99.7 of Laplace, then it pulls back in. Right? Then it pulls back in. And on this low, this was the 41K low on Bitcoin. Right? So Solana takes off, hits the top side, 95.4. 3 days in a row, doink, 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 rejection. Where does it reject to? Top side of the 68.3. Now it's making a move again. What is it? Let's see here on a daily. I could put this on a weekly, but yeah, let's mess around. Let me just kick up the step side to a 4. That should be enough. Away water. Okay, let's turn off PB2. Boop. I might only need 4. There's the, oh, look, it goes right to the end of the year. And this is on a daily projection. Could do it on a weekly, but I want to see this. So a vertical down here, right at the end of the year, December 30th, day before my little brother's birthday, and New Year's, December 31st. He's got screwed his whole life, getting a Christmas present and a birthday present all in one. I remember the grandparents, this is for Christmas and your birthday. He'd be like, man, I'm getting highway robbed here. All right, let's put some. I did this a couple weeks ago, but we're moving again. Just take a peek. Oop, put one there. Come on, give me a red. Doink, and step this up. At least to 2. Oh, what'd I just do? Oh, ding dong. Horizontal, please. There it is. Not array. Not array. Anybody know what a ray is in golf? You'll shoot a Ray Floyd on one 9 and Ray Charles on the other. That's a ray in golf. So you might shoot a 35 on the front and a 46 on the back. That is a classic ray. Let's see here. So by the end of the year, if we just Solana just messes around and ends up at the top side of the 68.3, $156.45 Solana. If it makes its way to the 95.4% Laplace distribution range by the end of the year, $484.11 Solana. If it makes it up to the 99.7 Laplace distribution range by the end of the year, we got almost a $2,500 Solana. Feel back when I got in Bitcoin early. It's like, let's go, bitch. Make that run. Make that run. So I've been stacking Solana. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Should I do a Cardano? Why not? We're already here. Let's do a Cardano. Cardano's massive too. Perfect start too. Perfect start. Now let's throw some horizontals up. These are going to be some fantastic numbers too. Yes, for full disclosure, I'm sitting on a freaking mountain of this shit. Let's see here. It's not bad. 68.3, just a $2 Cardano. Really don't think that's going to happen. By the end of the year, if it makes a 95.4 run, $4.14 Cardano. If it makes a run to the 997, got almost a $12 Cardano. Not bad. Not bad at all. Take it all day. Hell, I'll take the $4 Cardano, $5 Cardano. More likely, especially if BTC makes a big run, it's going to be, you know, these things are going to, it's going to be a roller coaster ride for these platforms. So they might not end up as high, but it's what happens once Bitcoin reaches that top, starts to pull back. If you remember the last bull run, Bitcoin topped out first, and then the alts, when Bitcoin was kind of bleeding a little bit, the alts took over for about the next 30 days, and that's when they all peaked, right? That's when they all peaked. So this is another thing. You got to know when to get out of these things. Let's see. But I think in the future, you're going to see some big changes because like back then, there wasn't mass adoption. Hell, we don't even have mass adoption yet, but this bull run is going to change a lot of people's minds. You're going to get people coming in. So you're going to get a lot. We need at least like a $5 to $10 trillion crypto market cap. The thing might settle down a little bit, but I'm telling you what, be careful on this run to the top side. Why do I say that? Because if you think freaking $5,000 pullbacks or pumps or whatever, even $10,000, $15,000 a day is something, wait until Bitcoin's over 100K and we're getting $20,000 moves and shit. That people are just not going to know what to do. What's taking forever for these babies to load up? Don't know. Let me read the chat here. Yeah, Altura. What is it, MJ? There you go. I knew MJ was on it. MJ led me to the promised land. It's a good time to buy it right now, too. No, not financial advice. If I were looking for something like that, that's probably what I would buy. Buy a little Altura, buy a little Ronin Games, buy a little Chain Guardian. If I were looking into game tokens, all you gotta do is research them and you'll be like, what the hell? Yeah, what the hell's right? There we go. I was patiently waiting. So yeah, and since we did that, we can definitely run a little off this current projection here. This will be about the last thing we do today. Yes, it will. PB1, let's bump these up to a 4. Let's get some Bitcoin numbers. It's like driving a stick. You got to work the trackpad. You got to work the keyboard, right? Clutch, gas, clutch, gas. All right, let's scale this down a little bit. Let's get some verticals. It's right to the end of the year, so I don't even need I don't even need a vertical. I can just put some horizontals right on these percentages. So, I mean, if it decides to just wiggle around, right, get back down in between the 68 and 94, ends up at 60, The 68.3, we're talking about a $48,700 Bitcoin. If it makes its way up to the 95.4 by the end of the year, $82,147 Bitcoin. If it makes a run to the 99 by the end, $176,800 Bitcoin. Powerful. Powerful stuff. And everybody's like, oh, it's just the last quarter, and then we're going to have this big bear market. It's like, be careful. Be real careful. Because this bull run could start mass adoption. And if that really starts rolling, especially with the way these jokers got our economy all jacked up, I'm telling you, man, all them gold bugs out there are going to be crying in their freaking gold chips. I'll tell you that right now. They're not going to know what the hell happened. So anyway, yeah, man. So alpha traders, appreciate all you guys in the Discord. We got a good group of people. Everybody's learning. Everybody's interacting. Like I said again, that's why pretty much to get the pro tier in the Discord, it's $10 a month. We just have that there to weed out the riffraff. We want people to come into this Discord that want to learn this stuff, not just to lurk for signals or spy for other jokers or whatever the hell these people waste their time doing instead of actually learning how to trade. Most of these people that were doing this before, if they would have just came into the Discord and actually learned how to trade, they would have left this other joker behind a long time ago and been like, oh shit, what have I been doing my whole life? Yeah, I don't know. Back on the wrong horse, I'll tell you that. It's all good though. And they're realizing it right now. To all you super fans out there, shout out from Alpha Trading, man. How you guys doing? Huh? How you doing out there, baby? All right. But that's going to end it for today on that note. If you're watching this on YouTube, shout out to you as well. Subscribe to the channel. Link to our Discord's in the description. Follow the welcome message. It'll lead you to the correct road. And this is Alpha Trading signing off. Thank you, Discord members, for watching live. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.